Citra has been doing a lot of work around the personalisation agenda, particularly helping organisations and commissioners to understand how personalisation can work within the housing support sector. We have been actively engaging over the last few months with commissioners of housing support services and had some exciting events earlier this year where we brought together a range of commissioners and providers from across the country and encouraged them to share their understanding of how commissioning could help support the aims of personalisation. We recognise that for everybody working in public services and everybody on the receiving end of public services, it's a very difficult and challenging time. However, it was very encouraging to bring together commissioners and providers to think about how people could really creatively adopt and adjust the way that they delivered their services to ensure that those receiving them had much more choice and control over what they received. The spectrum of changes that commissioners and providers were demonstrating was quite significant and ranged from very small adjustments to the way in which services were being described and delivered to whole-scale transformational changes within organisations who had started right at the beginning thinking about what it was, what exactly service users wanted and creating a set of services very much geared on the individual need outwards. So it's very encouraging to see that range of changes, and what Citra has been doing is bringing together the resources from those events, bringing together resources from organisations who are putting personalisation into practice, and bringing together the views of those service users on the receiving end of services to find out exactly how effective and how important the personalisation of housing support services are. I would really encourage you to have a look at our website, to have a look at the many resources that are on there, and to get engaged in this debate about personalisation. There are some very important changes that organisations are already making, and there are many more that people can take on board. Citra has a range of training courses, has a range of materials and briefings which organisations can utilise, can make personal to their own organisation, can add to and increase. And we really encourage you to take part in this important debate about how the housing support sector can take on board the very critical philosophy of personalisation.